Alright, round two. Yeah, I remade my character now. It's basically the same as it was in the character creation, with only difference is I forgot that the dexterity determines your armor rating. So I just set it to 10 and instead dumped a couple points in wisdom and intelligence to accommodate that. So, I'll be rereading everything because I wasn't very happy with the first run. When many years had passed, chronicles would speak of the attack on Canabras as the turning point that marked the start of the Fifth Crusade. But in those days of fire, most people had no time thinking of history. They were concerned with more pressing matters. Where can we find shelter? How do we bandage these wounds? How do we survive one more day? Yeah, so I've seen this intro and done like 1 or 2 fights, but overall I just wasn't that pleased. So yeah, we're just gonna rewatch this intro. As you can see, the character is basically the same. Yeah, so the major difference between it is like dexterity, I put it to 10. And also, after some consideration, I went with the shake it off feat at first. Because, I just think it's the best way of playing it early. And from what I've seen, at the beginning, there are a lot of like disease-filled things. So having a reasonable save at the early game is probably not a bad idea. Right, we have low will save, but I believe I will need a good fortitude save, which is where the shake it off comes in. Beginning, we are stumbling. Yeah, I think I played until escaping the back room and then getting my first like mercenaries. So it's like 20 minutes of gameplay.
Just can't.
I'm going to end save scope because what I figured out is most
Done.
that the enemies don't have AXP. It is more like in if anybody has ever played Underrail, that there's like a different system, a different EXP system in that game as well, which is like oddity XP, which rewards you for like milestone EXP for the D&D savvy people. And yeah, so killing enemies doesn't actually do that much, so not taking any fights is not that detrimental to your early game.
Move out! Die! None shall escape.
Oh shit, yeah. Forgot this is on by default, which I don't want to.
What have you done? Why did you kill him? Our poor Leafy. How could you?
Yeah, sorry, man. The half-elf dressed in tattered fleshy clothes, his face smeared with remains of what his stage makeup, brings his hand upon his mouth in horror, revealing his long, delicate fingers. Who are you?
Langrat Massini, at your service. Oh? I am the first violin in this very theater. Or at least, that's who I was before disaster struck. Now I'm just like you. Just another victim, hiding from savage monsters among the ruins, hoping to see the sunrise just one more time.
He says this just like you, with such disgust. It's what I didn't comment on last time, but Jesus Christ, man. art people, right?
Look,
Save your complaining.
thank you for helping me out, but surely you could have found a non-violent solution.
I'm pretty sure I can't because, you know, I am a barbarian. The dog would have mauled you to
What?
death.
No, not at all. Leafy and I are friends. He got scared, that's all. Scared and hungry after... Oh, Shellen, this is a nightmare. What did I do to deserve this? What sin did I commit?
Jesus.
It's all the demons. I've never seen dogs behave like this. It's worse than rabies. Worse than plague. Those monsters have brought madness to our city. People have lost their minds and have started killing each other. And now the dogs have gone berserk.
What are dogs doing in the theater anyway?
They're strays, the poor
Aw.
things. We feed them every once in a while. They look so miserable. I guess they
do
were
feel
quick to
bad,
forget
though.
about our friendship. Or maybe it was the insidious Baphomet who made them attack their patrons.
You must be familiar with this place. How do we get out?
Out of where? The orchestra pit or the theater? The only way out of the theater's through the seats, and that's where those killers are. And the orchestra pit... There was a door over there, but it was blocked by some rubble. Long ago, way before the attack. Another option is the stage, but we'd be out in the open, and that's just what they want. So, there you have it. No way out. All we can do is pray.
Well, I leave you to you. I'll be good. As I say, this is more a milestone EXP, and I've played through like half an hour, or like almost an hour, I think,
Head on!
until I decided to reset. And yeah, you really level up very slowly. Who's that sneaking around? The cultist pulls out a knife and looks around suspiciously. Once you get a look on you, she grins, showing her rotten teeth. Ah, our fresh meat is out for a walk, is it? Come over here. I'll be good. I'll get you good in the name of Baphomet. Don't, please. I'm one of you, moron. Come any closer and shove a dagger down your throat. Ooh, scary. I'd love to see you try. The cultist walked towards you, raising her dagger, but then, out of nowhere, a silhouette appears behind her. The next moment, she let out a gurgling wheeze, and the man pulls a string around her neck and strangles her. The cultist whips around and pushes her attacker away, but she still manages to take her dagger. Don't just stand there, kill her.
Cut them to pieces!
Man, I'm so fatigued.
Let's hear you cry.
Dog, please heal up full. Last time when I was playing, I was in turn-based mode, so I could just attack her. Would be a shame if he like started at half health.
Good work. One less goon for them, one more knife for us.
The middle-aged tiefling has clearly seen some hardship in his life. In a subtle movement of his nimble finger, he tied the string he used to strangle the cultist up his sleeve, and then sizes you up, and his eyes narrow.
You're not half bad yourself. The name's Reckart. We should stick together, and maybe we'll make it out of this slaughterhouse.
Yeah, we're not gonna be a dickhead, and then even though I'm chaotic evil, I'm not gonna be a dickhead. So let's do it. Show these groups.
You've got some spirit. If there are even half a dozen others like you still alive in this city, Canabras might make it out of this mess after all. All right, that's enough small talk. We better figure out how we're getting out of here. I have to make it to the Defender's heart, no matter what it... Wait!
The card freezes listening. His string, already taut, reappears instantly in his hand.
Wait! Don't! I'm a friend, not a cultist! See?
pale with
I
fear.
saw you do what you did. It was horrible. So much blood. But I guess you had no other choice, right? Those cultists are animals. How are there so many of them all of a sudden? Where did they come from?
Where did they go?
What do you think? They've been living here this whole time, walking the same streets as us, breaking bread with us. Maybe they've even dropped by this theater of yours a time or two, to listen to some music and dream about what they were going to do once they seized power. Anyway, what do you want from us?
You two want to get out of here? I have an idea of how you could pull it off. I've worked in this theater for a long time, so I know every nook and cranny in the place. I could point you toward a way out, but you have to promise me that you'll take me with you. No, you'll have to swear it. I don't want to die in here.
Ironically, he has been so far the most helpful NPCs out of all the other survivors. So you know, he is actually pretty cool. What kind of way out?
Basically, there's a... Hold on a minute. First, give me your word that you won't leave me here to die. I'm not telling you anything until you promise me.
You know, I can do the evil thing, you know, but he's just a cool guy. We just killed his dog, man. Promise we'll get you out.
Then listen. This theater is very old, you know. It was built back in the times of the First Crusade, almost 100 years ago. Its stage has been graced by such legends as...
Get to the point.
Huh? Oh, right. Anyway, it's an old theater, and between you and me, the city doesn't have the coin to maintain it properly. The foundation is sinking deeper and deeper every year. There are caves beneath our feet, you know. This place has cracks running up the walls, and no matter how much we complain, all the city authorities do is,
Catches Rickar's menacing look.
So at any rate, the floor in the basement collapsed recently. We just covered the hole with planks, more or less. But if you were to remove them, you could get into the catacombs. It's scary down there, all right. But not as scary as what's going on up here. There, I've told you. No tricks, you hear? You promised you wouldn't leave without me.
Rickard, what do you make of this plan?
Well, it's not a plan yet, just a lead that could help us make one. We need to go and take a look at this hole for ourselves. It could work.
Is that all you've got for us?
This theater's got lots of secrets. But as for one that could help us survive right now, give me a moment to think. Maybe something will come to me.
Thanks for the tip.
Shelyn, preserve us all.
So listen, here's what I wanted to tell you before this fool crept up on us. No matter what it takes, I have to make it to the Defender's Heart. It's a tavern, you know it?
Yeah, I've been there before. I mean, you're my barbarian. I must be a drinker, right?
Great, because believe it or not, that watering hole is now the most important place in what's left of the city. It's been made into the headquarters for the remnants of the resistance against the demons. You might not think it to look at me, but I work for the Paladins, from the Order of the Eagle Watch. The resistance was put together by their leaders, Anevia and Irabeth Tirabade. And I have information for them. Something big. Something they need to know right now. I'm serious. The lives of everyone in this city depend on me delivering this report.
Anevia and Irabeth are actually two of my top 10 favorite characters of the game, of the main campaign. They're great, especially Anevia, and you know, I always do my best to save both of them. It's heartbreaking, actually. I've seen the clip where you can betray Anevia, and that's crazy, you know, because she is so loyal to you till the end. So yeah, these two are great characters, and we have to get to the Defender's Heart. So you're a knight?
No, I am definitely not a knight. More like the opposite. But there are times when knights need the help of folks like me. You get the picture? I'm just a scout. And well, sometimes I do other things for them. Off the books.
So I still don't know what his deal is, because, you know, I was just at the beginning of the story, but I presume he's just like a thief. Maybe he's an assassin, but I doubt it. What is
The
supposed to
demons
deliver?
are preparing to launch an attack on the tavern. They're hoping to crush what's left of the city's defenders in one fell swoop. I was listening in on their plans when they caught me, tied me up, and threw me in here. I gotta warn the paladins so that those fiends don't cut them all down. Instead, I'm lounging around at this luxury resort.
There are still people putting up a fight against the demons?
Hard to believe, huh? Well, the city isn't gonna curl up and die just like that. Everyone with the strength to fight is gathering at the defender's heart. And everyone without it too, I suppose. Sitting behind paladin shields is safer, sure enough.
What do you want me to do?
I hope I make it to the heart alive. I really hope I make it. But if I do end up kicking the bucket along the way, I want you to deliver my report instead. Find Commander Irabeth Tirabade or her wife Anevia at the tavern. Tell them the demons at the Tower of Eastrad are preparing a large-scale assault. They have to know. They have to be ready. You understand?
Interesting enough, I didn't think about it when I first played it, because I believe we get this information in the main campaign through like our own scouting from the commander. So these guys probably are not gonna make it, or at least not in the way that make it in time. Also, this is the worst mission in the entire game on hard difficulty, by the way, because it's such a bitch. Yeah, maybe we'll help them defend it, but since I didn't
Then let's find a way out of
get
this
the
dump for starters.
option
Might be
of
worth talking to
importing
some of
like
the other
a
prisoners.
save file or
They
something
look like a
the
bunch
other
of half-dead wimps, but who knows? They could be of some use.
like the other and standalone campaigns. I doubt that we will see the main character from the game from the main campaign anytime soon. But I could be wrong. All right. He is, if I remember correctly, he is just a rogue, right? With high dexterity as expected, and decent constitution, wisdom, and strength, and low charisma. So what I'm thinking of doing with this guy is he's also chaotic neutral, so anything with monk is out of the question. What I'm thinking about doing with this character is making him a shaman or a witch, depending on which is a lot less enticing if I know that there won't be the what's called again, the ice cold ring or something that gets you +4 and armor on top of everything for free, which can scale like your AC rating to like a ridiculous level. So I do think like the shaman or slash witch mechanic is it's one of the best, especially early game, like making people re-roll making enemies re-roll their successful hits and so on. And yeah, so I will want one, and so maybe one of my custom mercenaries is gonna be like the witch character, witch slash oracle, witch slash shaman character. I don't know yet, but as it is right now, yeah, I'm not sure what to do with it otherwise. And his stats are like fine, not great, but fine. You know, I would rather have like him have, I don't know, higher wisdom or something, and if he would, or a Vojin character like high intelligence. But as it is, it's just like mediocre or decent across the board and very high dexterity. So we can do a lot of things with him, I think. A burly, ginger-haired fellow is cradling his hand. It is wrapped in rag and has turned dark from all the dried blood. He raises his eyes to you, and his gaze is haunted, seeming at odds with his imposing figure. Who are you? What do you want? Who are you? My name is Bimir. Bimir, my name. I'm a miller around these parts. I brought flour to the city, and then he sniffs. I got caught up with I got caught up in this like a mouse between two millstones. What happened to your hand? They bit it off. The brutes. He sobs. Half the palm gone, just like that. How am I supposed to work now? How am I gonna feed my family? Can you fight? No. I'm not one to pick a fight anyway. And now I've got fingers missing. What I'm gonna do to those dirtbags? Bite them? He sighs. Now if you need anything, move something heavy or bend something or break down some door or other, I can do that. That I can do. Nothing to it. We're escaping. Are you with us? Escaping. There's a thought. You lot got a plan? I can't say I see a way out of this place, but if you find something, I'm going with you. We are taking you with us? Glory be. So how do we pull it off? I must go. You do that. Search the place thorough and it comes up some kind of a way out. Alright. One problem I have with this character is because he has precision and weapon finesse. So it's basically you can go either way, either melee or ranged. I think he's probably the best at range, at least at first. Because my character is melee. Wait.
I managed.
Nice. Yeah, as I said, I really need to save scum these because the XP is very limited. Even if you kill like at least for what I've seen, maybe in the later game, like I've escaped the backstage and still have not gained a level, which is kind of ridiculous.
Please focus.
I am. So my problem right now with this very slow system is that apparently you're gonna stuck in the low level for a long time, like longer than I thought. So I have to make like characters that are good level 1 and 2 basically. Alright, now we got the good old charge problem where you can't charge at all. So
You're not half bad.
Let's just do this.
No time for standing around.
Battles await.
The mission must be carried out. This fight won't be my last. I'll gut you!
Run them through.
Switch.
You're not a threat. You're an obstacle.
Who's
The
this?
mission has ended in
Out
failure.
of my way.
Right.
Move out.
So.
No one stands in my way.
Whoa.
Head on.
So you see, as you can see here, you don't get XP for killing the dogs, but into a corridor I get 50 XP. So this is really a milestone XP. And here,
Pay attention.
what I saw last time is there are like these swarms, and I don't have anything to deal with
I serve the
swarms.
Crusades,
Like, I
strange
don't-
as it sounds.
Do enough damage to kill them. Maybe there is something that I overlooked last time, but
We
as
must
is
act.
right now, I'm not going to
I managed.
fight that. Same thing with the swarm here. I beat one swarm, I believe. Like down here, there's a swarm. But
Something's
as
wrong.
is right now, I'm not going to fight a swarm.
I managed.
Here there's a lever puzzle.
I'm
So-
losing my temper.
You're not half bad. Please focus.
Yeah.
Let's move already.
I believe I need to go over there. I have no idea how they work. I solved it through purely
No
through
time for
trial and
standing
error, so
around.
bear with me here. Okay, here. Basically, I need to. It's just this entire room is just for this barrel.
I serve the Crusades, strange as it sounds. The mission must be carried out. Agreed.
Again, I have no idea how this shit works. But it worked last time, so you know. Woohoo! The rope is going to be important, if I remember correctly, for the escape. So again, I need to save scum this, or I don't need to, but you know I will.
It's done.
The bark skin potion might become important because there is a like boss
Watch your
type
step.
character I need to defeat, or I want to defeat later on. And for that, I believe I will need bark skin.
I managed.
Boy. So now I have 700 XP. Like, maybe it's possible, like, if I'm able to defeat these two to get a level, like, in the back rooms.
I lead, you follow.
But as it is right now, it's difficult. Like, here's also no charge
not half
line,
bad.
so switch to crossbow. Alright.
Please focus.
If I can charge, then real time with pause is gonna be better.
They think us easy prey.
My wounds pile on.
It's bad.
This is not the end.
That's not good. There's hard difficulty for you, right? You charge it, and maybe I should just berserk first.
You're not half bad.
All this waiting bores me.
Please focus.
How do you inspect? Yeah, and stop.
I'm losing my temper.
We must act.
Charge,
Battles
charge,
await.
sheet go fury.
They think us easy prey.
Yeah, that's good. Now we can wait for like a minute for my fatigue to go away, or we can
No time for standing around.
try to get lucky with the crossbow.
down!
Ah! None shall escape.
It's good.
Let's hear you cry.
Switch to knife and hope
You're
to
not
hit.
a threat. You're an obstacle.
Good, 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 good. Let's see. I have never actually seen if I get an EXP for the dog skin, because if I do, I will have to save scum. Well, I don't have to, but I will save scum it. and I'm not trying to like just do it. And I wouldn't do it if it weren't that difficult. But you know, I had to restart this entire run because I was getting sort of stuck. Okay, I don't get EXP. I only get this, and that's not necessarily like vital. Right. 20 seconds. I know that here there's a plot character. Yeah, this one. Frada, don't come any closer. The hoarse warning barked with authority. The voice of someone who is used to giving orders. The speaker, however, does not look at least a bit intimidating. An aged dwarven woman with blood-stained cloth. Her face has been bandaged with filthy rags. You've already caused enough trouble to be hanged thrice over. Escort me to safety, and I will be willing to plea extenuating circumstances where the court hands down your inevitable punishment. Dodge was quiet, he whispered. We are friends. Keep hollering and like that, and cultists will come to bump us all off. Friends? I think not. You sound more like a street ruffian than a decent townsman. She attempted never to keep her voice down. Okay, this I will re-roll. Or not. That's great. So it's not a trick, is it? The dwarf is skeptical, but she pipes down. Very well, I'm going with you. Let me out of this place, and I'll see to it that you receive awards for your efforts. We'll take you somewhere less dangerous. That's right, follow me. We'll get an old bones out of this hellhole. The elderly dwarf adjusts her rags, covering her eyes brisk equanimity, as though it is an everyday part of her attire. Well, I suppose I underestimate you young people. My apologies. I understand that you are planning an escape. Marvelous. I'm counting on you. I'm coming with you. Fortunately, back when my eyes were still intact, I happened to notice a certain detail that might now prove to be our salvation. This here old gal made of strong stuff. You can already stand, but you sound like a military commander. Who are you, anyways? Frada Linstoten, Special Inspector of the City Council. There is steel in her voice. She's obviously used to instilling fear in crooked functionaries with her name alone. When this whole upheaval began, I was here at the theater conducting inspection, and I had uncovered a number of egregious cases of misappropriation of funds. It is commendable that you've helped me out of this basement, but now your duty as a good citizen demand that you help me deliver my report to town hall. Embezzlement of public funds must not go unpunished. You mentioned something that could help us escape? Correct. There is a manner of undocumented well down in orchestra pit. Abdar knows where it comes from, but the theater's room was quite slippered. They simply covered it with a pile of junk. That was an accident waiting to happen. That is an accident waiting to happen, if I ever saw one. Some poor musician could have tripped and break their neck. Well, now we can use this travesty to our advantage. Judging by the draft coming from down the cracks, the well must lead to the caves under the city. Abdar is the god of lords, cities, and merchants. The old girl has ideas solid. Ricardo scratches his stubble. If we step through the caves, nobody will find us. The question is, how do we open that well without alerting every cultist in the auditorium? Whatever, we'll think of something. In a report of embezzlement at the theater, don't be ridiculous. The city is burning. There might not be a town to deliver this town hall to deliver your report to. Whether the town hall exists or not is beyond my area of responsibility. I've got a report to deliver, and it must be delivered. Come rain, come fire, come demon, it matters not. Duty above all. So she is a dwarf. The theater is embezzling in public funds in a most outrageous manner. Every year the city would allocate vast sums to the theater's renovation, and yet cracks all over the building only multiply. The chandeliers in the auditorium are barely hanging on. They could fall at any moment. The costumes, which were quoted as being made of satin and velvet, were actually, if you can't believe this, pieces of cloud paper glued together. Shameful. I noticed you mentioned Abadar. Do you serve him? I'm not cleric, if that's what you're asking. I serve the judge of the gods from my own place in the town hall. So it's Abadar. What happened to your eyes? I tried appealing to the scoundrel's conscience. Well, to be precise, it was quite obvious. It is quite obvious that they possess no conscience. But at the very least, I tried to awaken their fear of legitimate authority. Don't they realize that the Mendivian army is going to enter the city and that every one of them will hang? She reaches for the rag covering her face, but then jerks her hand back. They splash some caustic filth in my face. I do believe this is the worst that can ever happen to me, that has ever happened to me on an inspection visit. But it's nothing an experienced cleric can't fix. Decided, we must go. Can't go. So yeah, here I believe her plan is the best, but I will keep on exploring the catacombs and hope. Time stands still during conversation. This is why the fatigue is still there, even though the conversation was like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So yeah, run past the rats.
Move out.
Okay, so I believe here there are more. There's another dog. There's a swarm, and I believe I can beat the swarm, like a single red swarm.
We must act. Something's wrong. Please focus.
So it's back.
I serve the Crusades, strange as it sounds. You're not
No
half
one
bad.
stands in my way. Head on! I'm losing my temper.
The mission must be carried out.
None shall escape.
It's done.
Right, and I believe that, but let's just do this first. This is the second way I found, and wait, I need to do this.
We must
do this.
act. This fight won't be my last.
That's exactly why I saved beforehand. If I were play in like core difficulty, I wouldn't do like this whole safe scumming thing. But the way it is set up right now, it's just so difficult to.
I'm losing my temper.
No time for standing around.
Okay, why can't I charge this guy?
Agreed.
Spell's not working like that.
I serve the Crusades, strange as it sounds. I've survived worse. You're going down!
This here is why
You're not
I
a
am
threat.
very
You're
sad
an
that
obstacle.
I'm not a spellcaster because I can't use these scrolls. And this is the other way. But if we get going up there either with tools or with a strong arm, guy, and there are like 5 cultists that I can't possibly beat. So
We must act.
I do believe. Yeah, we will try to beat it because I know there are tools in that thing, and I believe I can beat it. Wait, let's go stealth mode.
From the shadows. All this waiting bores me.
Alright, I can't do this. From upstairs.
Please focus.
Wait a second.
You're not half bad.
No one stands in my way.
Okay, let's just do this.
They think us easy prey. Help! Now! My mission has ended in failure. My mission has ended in...
Okay. Let's try not to get diseased this time.
Please focus. It's you. They think us easy prey.
Now. Okay, at least he saved it, and let's move here and then switch weapons. Or not.
Die!
Can't charge.
You're going down!
This is not the end.
Okay, let's try it again.
We must act. I serve the Crusades, strange as it sounds.
Like, honestly, maybe it's... I never thought about it. Maybe I can do this, you know? Just stealth if he walks away. Because killing this doesn't do anything, right?
The mission must be carried out.
I just want the treasure. And his stealth is like 8.
Agreed.
I'm not sure about the stealth AI in this game. But if he goes like up here, maybe I can get it. Without having to fight it, because I don't want to get diseased. And in the DLC you can't just use cure disease willy-nilly, because treat disease willy-nilly, so
I've survived.
okay, that doesn't work.
Please focus. No time for standing around.
Sorry about that.
They think us
Alright,
easy prey.
doesn't work. So, wait a second, sorry, I got a message. Perfect. Alright,
Please focus. They think us easy prey.
weird.
We must act.
I mean, it is pretty ridiculous that you can sneak past rats, but it's also pretty ridiculous that that rats are guarding like fucking a loot crate.
No time for standing around.
I wish I can see like their not cone of vision, but their just sphere of influence.
I've survived worse.
Let's just try to kill it, I guess.
Let's strike from the shadows. Let's move already.
I've survived worse.
I want to try to double charge it to deal the max amount of damage.
Let's strike from the shadows.
We must act. No time for standing around.
All this waiting bores me.
Okay.
None shall escape.
I don't want to get this filth fever, yeah.
No time for standing around.
No one stands in my way.
They think us easy prey. That's not what I meant.
Die!
You're not half bad. They think us easy prey. My mission has ended in failure.
No one stands in my way.
You're not half bad. I've survived worse. Help! Now!
Anything I can do here? I don't think so, right? Nothing I can do. I can't use any of these spells. I can maybe like get lucky by doing this.
Die!
I serve the Crusades, strange as it
Battles
sounds.
await. None shall escape. Let's hear you cry.
Yep, not good. Let's do it. Sorry for the saves going, but I just
Die!
No time for standing around. I've survived worse.
All this waiting bores me.
No time for standing around. This fight won't be my last.
like, and I tried to like, I don't know what to do, man.
I serve the Crusades, strange as it sounds.
I'm losing my temper.
You're not half bad. They think us easy prey.
use a dagger now, I guess. Okay, better chance to hit because it's not like a robust thing. Okay, good to know. So
We must act.
Battles await.
The mission must be carried out. This fight won't be my last.
let's see.
You're going down!
Let's move already.
The mission must be carried out.
None shall escape.
It's you or me!
Die!
The mission
Let's move
must be
already.
carried out. I served the Crusades, strange as it sounds. I've survived worse. It's you or me!
Why? I hate it.
You're not a threat, you're an obstacle!
Spells not wo- Battles await.
No time for standing around. This fight won't be my last.
Die!
I'll take it, I guess.
I'm losing my temper.
I hate this. Hello? Yeah, I know I got tools, but
You're not a threat, you're an obstacle.
I'm not going to fight that, I think. Oh no. Let's just get out of here. So, you ready to go? What can I tell you about this theater? Oh, many things. It's hard to know where to begin. I've already told you the crack in the floor. Maybe there's something you're interested in. Is there any weapons out? Oh, of course not. There's no worries. We're actors, musicians. Best you can hope for are props. But that's the thing about the props. You're not supposed to be able to hurt anyone with it. He gives a sighting glance. Although, if you're good at that sort of thing, if you really put your mind to it, I guess you could use them. As for belonging of the scoundrels they took from the prisoners, they're all stored in the chest in our auditorium, but I don't even think about it. What's going on there? How many of them are there? So if I kill these guys, I get better weapons, but I need to kill them. That's the problem. The backstage, the cults have taken everything they could, but they don't know about it. There's a secret door behind Prima Donna's dressing room. Nobody knows what you hit there. I know it's nothing very important. You mentioned another thing about renovating rooms, but they're just another thing. Typical. Found a broken leg behind so hammer. It helps. You mentioned it in a sorry state. The place is literally falling apart. By the backstage, a beam following you. Just beware of your heads. You can look at the backstage. They're dogs, feral and hungry. You're terrified. Thank you for your answers. Let's go. What was it again? I remember correctly. Do I need to talk to the dwarf again? It's just pre-backstage escape.
Move out!
Just in case I want to come back and then maybe kill the rats, but as you can see, there involves a lot of save and loading, and if I don't want to get a disease, even more so. So I'll either come back and do it myself, or just leave it. Otherwise, doing it on camera would be like horrendous, as you saw. So here, the well. Examine the floor. Will be spotted in the trapdoor junk pile. Look at the cultists. We spotted anything. What's best to distract them? Do I have to come back here after I look at it? Because I know that the musician can distract them. That's how I got out last time. And also where I stopped after, because I was so frustrated with my fights, and then I looked at my stats and I realized, holy shit, my armor is -2 because I have my dex is so low. Okay, fine. There's another way down. Well, in the orchestra pit. The catch is when you distract the cultists. Somehow, while we clear the way. Any ideas? The exit is right under the nose. You know they installed a magical auto-prestigator here on the other. Fancy that. They don't have money to repair the fort, but they did have enough for that thing. How is it anti-prospector gonna help us? This remind me. Okay, I must. You promised. Yeah. Oh, I remember if I tell him that we have a door that we can break down, and he also gives me XP. Oh wait, I need to examine. Jesus Christ! I need to examine the door, the theater door. I might even try like on my own time, because I've opened that theater door, this door already, and there's just straight up 5 guys there to fight, and as it is right now, I'm not going to beat them. Break down. Okay. Save again. Because I know I can get EXP from that guy. If you say, hey, there's an option there, and I need to right now, as I said, I need to squeeze out every bit of EXP I can get, because it's very, very slow, the leveling up. Like every stage is like 50, which is not a lot of EXP. Okay. I vividly remember having a having like an option of gaining 50 XP, 20 XP for noticing the door that can be broken down and, you know, call the rough guy. Maybe it's just before I got the door.
None shall escape.
Right?
Pile on.
mission has ended in failure.
Here you can see like how it's basically impossible. Because so I guess I missed out on 20 XP. Frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Let's see. Was there any way I could have I guess I can drink this and then take a sip. Then I will have like 12 armor. Still don't think I'm gonna beat it. Wait a second. Failed. Oh well. Then we're gonna go. Oh, it's almost an hour, so we're gonna escape, watch the cutscene, and then save. And then next time it will be a whole new adventure for me as well. The only part I know is gonna happen because wait a second, this torch, I forgot. Yeah, that I know it's gonna happen is we're gonna meet like extra companions. Dude, let's say get a official bit. ASA. So, what's the plan? The violinist gets a magic doohickey, but needs to distract some occultists, clear the room, and find us. Wait, I'm not ready. I don't have enough. They'll kill me. You hear me? They'll kill me. Get a grip, you mix-up. You stay with these butchers, you're dead anyways. But if you help us escape, you have a chance to make it out. If you don't, we all die here. Hell, I wring your neck before the cultists get a chance, you sniveling coward. Don't. Alright, I'll do anything. Just please don't hurt me. Does anybody have a rope? It's gonna be difficult to climb there. Who knows what's down there? Rock, slime, foundation, blah, blah, blah. And that's why commence the escape. Tie the rope. It's time.
Wait!
Yeah, I believe in easier difficulty you can probably take them all on, like 5 versus 2. But on hard, there's no chance of beating all 5. Maybe if I were like going as like a cavalry and a rider, I can beat it like have horse with charge and so on. But as it is, I can't. So quarterstaff which is nice, with more damage for me. Sup. And yeah.
None shall escape.
Oh. Worms.
Die!
You're going down!
Please don't. Thank you.
Let's hear you cry.
I'll gut you!
Yeah. Sorry, man. My gal is sometimes very, very worthless. So yeah, I know that breaking this down reveals that there's like a boss type enemy here, which is level 11, I mean. And I think I can beat him if I build my team around it, but I'll have to see. Like, this is his way back up. And I'll stop point where I stopped last time. Right.
It's done.
It's great.
Cut Cut them to pieces!
You're not a threat. You're an obstacle. My mission.
Let's just come back here later, I guess. Because I want to end this video and probably gonna try out something other thing. There's an enemy here, and I believe I believe there's like small things to collect or not. No, this is where you would have entered when you if you killed these 5 guys, I believe. And here there's some mushrooms, but before I fight this, I just want to meet the other group. This is an athletic check, I believe. And since our character is athletics, which means no problem. Now this is what I said when I decided to reset, because A, you get your companions here, your like mercenary companions.
Move out!
B, I just saw like these worms and like holy shit, how many fortitude save? Like you look at this, I have to pass. So I was like, Jesus, no man, and I wanted to have shake it off, primarily and higher armor. And so, assemble team. Talk to them. Hey, who are you? Reveal yourself. A group of tattered men carrying torches is standing before you. Their leader watches you closely, ready for battle. We're friends, Venrod. Friends. Tiefling crosses his arm. Now yell again and do it louder, so every cultist, demon, and underground beast within miles comes a running. It's Sergeant Venrod to you, thief. To me, you're more of a clueless know-nothing who earned his rank by memorizing his charge of and fighting demons made of plywood, whose arms, leg, and stuck-up nose will be gnawed off in the first by the first real demon he meets. The men exchange long, hostile glances. Do you know each other? A little, Ricard says with a grimace. This here is Venrod, sergeant from the Grey Garrison. Last time I saw him teaching new recruits to march without stepping on each other's heels. On one another's heels. Tiefling grins. We've broken free some cultures and are headed for Defender's Heart. That's where the Eagle Watch is setting up barricades, in case you haven't heard. What brings you here? That's all that remains of my company. There is pain in Venrod's eyes when he looks at the small bunch of people following him. They resemble the survivors of a fire more than actual soldiers. With all due respects for Tireblade and the Eagle Watch, they stand no chance. They will be crushed. As for me, I take responsibility for these new recruits. Let Mendev, the Queen, or the Goddess, and the Goddess hold me accountable. I will hide them underground and save them from demons, no matter what it takes. So that's how it is. Alright. If the last Mendevian Crusader are scurry to holes like rats, who else but thieves will defend what's left of Canabris? You run along now, kids. Me and the Tirebaits will still stay behind and fight, even if you won't. You don't know, don't you? The sergeant looks away. Anivia Tirebait is dead. She went missing along with everybody else when the demons came. You're lying, scum! The scout glares at the sergeant. Dead? Do you have seen her body with your own 2 eyes? You haven't you? Then shut the trap. Venrod just shrugs instead of replying. I take it this Anivia was important to you? Not was, is. Don't be so quick to write her off. She's gotten off all kind of scraps before. Things we can't even imagine. Tiefling catches his breath, continuing in a softer voice. She dragged me up from the very bottom. If it wasn't for Anivia, I'd still be pilfering purses. Or more like rotting some gutter, more likely. I trust you can work out if she's important to me or not. You know. Do you know how to get out of here? We're not trying to get out. Quite the contrary. We're trying to get further in where there are no demons. But if you need to get into Defender's Heart, try crossing the river. Look for a sewer entrance. The tunnel here should take you to an old graveyard. The place here full of grates. And though many of them are locked, lucky for you, I have a spare key. To a graveyard, you say? The musician nervously cracks his neck. You know, That is where she's buried. Oh God, fate must have sent me there. We have to get to the graveyard. I beg of you, please find a grave and bear a rose stone and pray to find a tribute to her memory. Like we have nothing better to do. Venrod, you told us, Garen, you fled the garrison empty-handed. How did you get this key? It is a real maze down here. And we've been roaming the tunnel from one grate to another until we found a skeleton dressed in work overalls. He had a key ring full of keys. Pity they didn't save him. But least they can do is come in handy for us. You care to share some weapon? Alas, we have nothing to share. We managed to escape with garrison, with our clothes on our backs. When buildings start crushing down, our ears and demons began pouring into the gas. There's no time run from the army. It's a miracle we even got it out. I'm carrying important report for the Eagle Watch. Let's join forces. I told you, this is a battle we cannot win. I must get my men out of here, away from the slaughter, not toss them into the demon's maw. Sergeant, please let me go with them. We are crusaders. We must fight, not flee. Any more volunteers? A few more hands. All right, I'll let you go volunteers. So with you. But 3 men is all I can spare. Everyone else in front. So this is the option. Like this is the pre-made companions, and this is self-made. And you make your own mercenaries. We're gonna pick this one, but I have not yet picked the pre-con for before, so I want to see how they are spec'd, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like spec'd like mediocrely, because you know it's just for like the normal, easy, even for difficulty playthroughs, and I will need to like make it my own team. But since I saved before, and I can rethink about how I should want to spec my team. You, escort the skill ring card, marches with me. So, and the good thing is, this is the camp we can make, and these are the... So it's a cleric, halfling cleric, just a regular cleric, which is, you know, good. I'm playing a very high charisma, which I don't need. And good domain is good, sun domain is meh, so, and selective channeling is also very meh, especially for like hard difficulties, since most things just kill you into one hit anyways. 1 or 2 hits, as you can see. So healing during combat is not as important as it would be otherwise. This is just a normal fighter, Valmont, and too bad that these two portraits don't have, otherwise I would like try to remake them, because I do like the concept of canonical characters, but you know, it's not gonna, it's spec'd like decently, I guess, like just normal fighter with toughness. This is actually a toughness and dodge, so you know, on its way to become a stalwart defender, I would presume. Which is, you know, fine, and as a tank, but I would make her, or this person, a paladin. And the last one is Slayer, which I will not have as my third companion. I will probably make another support type, or at least range character, and not melee based, with weapon focus. And I think I want to pick weapon focus at very early, but I just don't know what weapon I'm gonna get. So the first feat for all my melee characters, or basically all my characters, is gonna be shake it off anyway. So there is that. Yeah. So thanks for watching. I hope this was mildly entertaining. And next time we will start with making 3 completely new characters, and I'll need to rethink how I should spec them. But yeah, that's about it. See you guys.